Well, the entire globe is spinning around for our Kylie Minogue this morning after the three-part docuseries about her life and rise to fame dropped on Netflix.
Yeah, let's get some more. Here's our entertainment editor, Peter Ford. Hiya, Pete. The reviews are in. What are they saying?
They're very, very good. Yeah, everybody is saying this is so well put together. And I'm sure Kylie would be the first person to say, well, don't congratulate me. Congratulate the people who put it together. Because as docos go, you know, docos can be pretty dry. But there's two things that you really need. You need to have a very willing participant who's not trying to direct the narrative, but is willing to obviously offer up everything they've got. They had that. And secondly, you've got to have what we call assets. You've got to have the bits of vision, the bits of audio, the photographs that have never been seen before. They've got all of that. In many cases, there are things in the doco that you think, how did they find that, let alone why were they even filming it? You know, for example, you see two BBC newsreaders who are in a commercial break. It's not going to air, but for whatever reason, it was being filmed, and they're given pieces of paper to say, out of the commercial break, we're breaking, this is a news flash story, Kylie Minogue's got breast cancer. And you can just see the look on their faces. And in this clip that I'm about to show you from the doco, the moment, it seems, for the first time, where she's presented with the gold hot pants, which of course have become almost symbolic of a kind of career comeback. And you think again, you know, how did they find that? Why were they even filming it? But they were. So have a look at this from the doco.
I've been in the wilderness for a few years. I just thought, I want to be even more truthful to myself. We were all saying the same thing. Let's do pop, like mega pop. I've done some pretty, like Kermit kind of spot, some bold, racy stuff. But
these are a bit bold.
The gold hot pants took it to another level. All 50 pence worth. And I said to the director, she went, I love them, they're staying. It was the first time I worked with a female director.
So there's so much good stuff in it. And in fact, I think the third episode or third part is probably the best, which is the one that we spoke about yesterday, because they kept that away from the press because of some of the breaking stuff they wanted to hold off at the last minute. I mean, it's very emotional, so much of it, because in a way that even if they dramatised it with actors, I don't think it would have as much impact as it has by actually hearing it and seeing it from the people involved, including her mum and dad. Not that mum and dad are offering that much, but they were willing participants to be there in this sort of campfire scene, along with her brother Brendan and sister Danny, and that stuff is amazing. So it is quite a journey. In many ways, I don't think you learn that much that's new about her, but it confirms everything you thought about her, that she is a talented woman, she's a woman of integrity and honesty, very driven. All of those things are absolutely confirmed in the doco.
Pete, I've seen the first two. I'm saving the third episode for the weekend so I can sit down and enjoy it. But I spoke to someone this morning that said she did speak quite openly about the circumstances of not having children of her own. And they said they found that very emotional, and that she's spoken about that. So
complete honesty, and of course that's a delight for the filmmaker to have someone who's willing to be so honest. So
but they found it quite emotional. It is the gift that just keeps giving, because she's released a new song too.
Yes, so, and look, I'm pleased to say, yesterday, the truck from Channel 7 in Melbourne arrived on the Gold Coast, and my props have arrived. So all of my props are now based here on the Gold Coast, and yes, this does mean we are going to sample some new music. My sting, please. So, this is a song that Kylie has written herself. To be honest, you probably need to look at the lyrics. It's very much a tribute to her mother, Carol. It's called Light Up. Have a listen to this. So that's what we call in the trade a visualiser for a dance floor banger. So it is a great song, and that is obviously released in conjunction with the doco and used at the end credits of the doco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can't rave enough. It's really, really well done.
Yeah. Hey, you know, Pete, how those headphones would have looked out of place on a Melbourne tram, but I reckon walking down Cavill with Kylie's hot pants on and wearing those headphones, you'll fit right in.
Exactly.
It's not a bad look for you.
Yeah. There's that Pete Ford. I would have recognised him from anywhere.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Pete.
Hey, coming up.